Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So lately I've been doing a lot of thinking, analyzing myself, analyzing my past overall. And during that thinking, I found a peace, real peace. And with that peace, I started letting go of fear. And today I'm going to talk about that. And here is what I noticed, that fear and anxiety, they come together like a package of deal. And when fear goes, everything else goes with it. I mean, self-doubt, anxiety, etc. All the negative emotions and feelings. And it's like dominoes. You push the first one and others fall also. And they are replaced by good emotions and feelings like clarity, wisdom, and confidence. It shows up naturally. And and fear doesn't go away in a week or in a month, etc. You should practice it in small situations, in uncomfortable situations, big situations, and until it becomes your default. So let me give you an example from my own life. I used to work as a call center representative for Russian bank. My job was online, and the main rule of this bank was you have to stay calm and kind to clients no matter what. You should listen. So usually people were unsatisfied with the service of this bank, and they were shouting, they were cursing as call center representative. So it was so hard to me. And I recall one day one client shouted at me, and I couldn't, and I just snapped. I couldn't hold it anymore. I replied him with the same energy and the volume because I couldn't just stand it, because it had to come out. That's the thing about swallowing everything. Eventually, one way or another, it will come out anyway. And I mean, I knew this, like that they could fire me. Anyway, I was ready for that. And that's why I was fired for. Anyway, I mean, everything is for the best, because I couldn't stand this disrespect from anyone. Was this, whether it was a client or anyone else, I mean, who is in charge, I don't care. So recently I saw a job opening, call center representative. I mean, it wasn't for a bank, it was for something else. I mean, for medical clinic, yeah, I guess. And I applied because I didn't have a job. And then I remembered that I have worked on myself so much. I mean, this overcoming fear, anxiety, etc. And anyway, I wouldn't feel myself as a call center representative because anyway, there will be clients with a different type of attitudes to call representative. Maybe they would be in a bad feeling or etc. You should stand them, because that's the main role of every call center. And then I remembered everything. that I came through while working as a call center representative, and I withdrew my CV because it would be a step backwards, and I'm very, very happy. Yeah, I did it out of self-respect. Okay, here's another example. I went to a stationery shop to buy pens because I'm preparing for my Spanish exam and I write everything by hand, grammar, writing practice, all of it. And when I got there, I started choosing and checking every pen. Does it right and how much ink is left inside. Eventually, I checked and bought 24 pens, and while I was checking them, shop assistants were staring at me like, what the hell she's doing? And old me would have felt that look and just grabbed the pens and left because I would be too afraid of what they could think about me, and because it would be very uncomfortable for me to be in this situation. But at that time, I felt myself okay, like because I have the full right to know what I'm buying actually, and and I did it, I think, deliberately. Not only just I have the full right to check them, of course I do, and also um, to put myself in uncomfortable situation, and anyway maintain the peace inside me. I did it, yeah. And I also, while I was checking the pens, I imagined the worst case scenario, what the shop assistant could do uh, if I would kept doing it. And I imagined the worst they could do is just ask me to leave. And I'm like, okay, I would go buy somewhere else. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. When you imagine the worst case scenario, it's not as scary as the fear makes it feel. Really. It's so cool. So here's what I actually do now when I feel fear. I ask myself what I'm afraid of and answer the specific consequence, and also ask what if I let it happen, let this consequence happen, and answer also, okay, let it happen, let it be, and that's it. That's the whole thing. I mean, I stopped apologizing for my own desires, healthy one, of course, and I started doing what I want within the law, of course, within reason, obviously. And yeah, it's so cool. In my previous job, uh, my manager created a new rule for new rule that was so unfair to employees, and I spoke my mind about that, and I knew that he could fire me anyway. I told him what I thought, and he fired me eventually. And anyway, back then I felt myself lighter, and it's so cool, and like something heavy lifted off my chest. Like when something, when one door closes and the next door opens, and you start programming yourself, your brain to seek for better opportunities, for better jobs with uh, better conditions, you know. And so cool. Yeah, so cool. Fear kept me small for a long time, and in school, at work, everywhere. And sometimes I just wanted to disappear instead of staying my ground. But fear is like a habit, and habits can be broken. So you should just start small, like I did, checking the pens and saying the thing I've been holding back for a long time. So when when fear comes up or shows up, just ask yourself, so what? So what? And the answer is nothing, but as it is. Anyway, during the that process, you'll figure it out. Your mind will figure it out somehow. Really. So I've been practicing. I'm still practicing it. You know, overcoming the fear of anything. I'm still practicing it in uncomfortable situations. Trying to maintain the calmness, and yeah, you should practice it, if not every day, at least in uncomfortable situations, like mine checking the pens. But it's so cool. It's really cool. And so I'm Dinara, and I'm figuring it out. Bye.